Look over here.
Hey, we did it where it was kind of sequentially. I'm proud of us for that. That was not planned. Anyway. Hola, hola, hola. Bienvenidos a The Cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast where we put the real and the tea in reality. And you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. And welcome to...
Look over here.
Our exclusive companion series where we are diving into the looks from episode 8 of season 4 of Drag Race España. I'm Logan, where face is something gay. Gay, I am still drinking green tea because I have more of it. Insert cup mug promo here. LanaGCreationSide.com. Link is in the description below. And we do ship domestically within the United States and internationally, so there are no excuses. Unless there are some excuses, then there are some excuses because there are some excuses.
I'm David Healy. No cute intro. Yes, cute shirt. Carrie Colby. There she is. Ooh. And I'm drinking some water.
Hola, I am Eduardo, the Mexican representative of this podcast. I am here to talk shit and get here. I'm not talking shit today, so I'm just here with water and a dream and really good looks. That's about it.
And hi, I'm River, your Brazilian correspondent here on The Cup, and I'm still drinking my water out of my Madrid mug. And excited to talk about these.
We're just gonna dive right in because this runway was phenomenal. Before we do, make sure to subscribe if you've not already, because we're here almost all the time, giving you almost all things drag. And make sure to check out the description below where you can find all of our audio podcast links, are the YouTube channels, and our Patreon for exclusive content and early access, including early access to the Look Over Here episodes for most of the Look Over Here episodes for the franchises we are currently covering. So, without further ado, I have thought about doing this for a while. I'm just gonna play the runway music again because we're going back to the runway. Category is headpiece, hat.
Basically,
headdress, but not head wrecked.
Is there a literal translation of this, Eduardo?
No, it's tough. This was a tough one.
Okay.
Once I saw this one, I was like, how the fuck are we gonna translate this?
Because subtitles gave us a translation. So.
I got it. Like tocada means tocada, which is just like a headpiece-ish, but it can also be headdress. So I was just like, I don't know how we're gonna go with this. So anything like a hat, headdress, headpiece. Yeah, an accessory that's on the head. The bigger, the better.
Unlike How's Your Headpiece, where Actavia would have fit in perfectly fine on this runway, not the one on Drag Race UK.
Yes. Actually.
Which, if you are not watching, make sure to go check out our coverage of Drag Race UK, as well as all of the Drag Race franchises we are currently covering, which is all of them.
And also, if I had a nickel for every time we had a hat runway this week on Drag Race, I would have 2 nickels, which is not a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice in 1 week.
And if I had a nickel for every time we've had a hat or headpiece runway in the last 2 weeks, I would have 3 nickels, which is more than 2 nickels.
We're doing
literally
hats.
Just did last week was How's Your Headpiece on UK.
Yeah, just
right. Okay.
Hats across the board.
Everyone
hats
wants a hat or a headpiece. Anyway, we're going to talk about these. And first up, Chloe Vittu. Oh, I forgot to wear a hat.
I was not that excited initially when she came out. I thought it was good when she came out, but then when she revealed, I thought it was great. Really great. I wasn't expecting it. When I saw that we had the spikes, I was expecting it to inflate, so I was happy it did. And it had a strong impact. I really enjoyed this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've seen a few girls do this reference before, and I think Chloe did a really good job at taking her own spin on it. It does really look a lot more like sexy and a lot more, I don't like BDSM-esque, and it's still really fashion. It's still a really, really good look. Everything works, and I really like this. This is not something that I would expect Chloe to wear that much, which I will always appreciate. Versatility. It's great. I love it. So really good look.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Yeah, we can't see in the pictures, but she initially came out in a hat which River was alluding to. And I did like that she took it off. I was like, oh, cool, spikes. I did not expect them to inflate for some reason. So when it did that, I was like, whoa, this is cool. So I really enjoyed this. I think this was probably one of my favorite looks from Chloe this season.
Inflatable spike headpieces are very Delta. I'm gonna assume they're very Delta. I'm wearing my signed Delta hat because it was right there.
Oh, love Delta.
Shout out to Mother Delta Work. But no, I think this is definitely one of my favorite things that Chloe has worn on this season. I was really, really happy. It's so different from what we've seen from her, but yet it all still fits into this Chloe brand that I'm growing to love and appreciate so much just for her perspective and the way that she looks at drag. The makeup is really cool here. The one big critique I have overall, and I think River, you might be alluding to it too, there's so much.
I was gonna say that the makeup matching the outfit is really cool.
Yes, the makeup matching the outfit is really cool. There's so much orange going on in the contouring in the forehead and in the blush. I'm not sure if I've just never noticed that on Chloe because she's worn a wig every other time we've seen her. So
Maybe
that very
the
well might be the
contrast
case.
with the black that made it like pop out more, maybe.
I'm thinking that might
And
be.
lighting,
Regardless, I think Chloe looks incredible. So scores.
89.
87.
90.
89.
What?
Next up, Vampirashian.
Okay, first of all, I love the reference, and I love when there is a reference, but I love when there's a mix of two references, because it makes it that much more interesting and layered to me. And I just love Vampy's perspective overall with her package. But I feel like when she does this point of view that is her main thing, that is like the 20s and 30s and all of that, is where she shines the most. I think it is so good. It is, and it is, the outfit itself is good, and the styling with like the veil and all of that is great. But at the same time, the headpiece is the star of the show. But like the outfit is not that much behind, so I really like that balance. As usual, Vampy did great.
Yeah, I love this outfit. I love like a gender fuckery moment any single time that we have it on the runway, and Vampy, just her aesthetic will always like be one that I always appreciate and adore, and this is just really interesting. It's still really sexy, but it's also really fashionable, and I really love the references that are here. And the main focus is of course supposed to be the headpiece, and the headpiece is so beautiful and it has so much detailing on it. I don't know why there's a lobster here, but I'm living. I don't know why it's there, but I think it's still gorgeous. It just looks so theater, so dramatic, and I love it. I love every single minute of it. So yeah, this is one of my favorites.
Yeah, this is one of my favorites too. It's very old Hollywood, glamorous, androgynous. The headpiece, I was living for it. That is the focal point. It's just a very classy look. So I loved it.
Baby, when she walked out, I said she better be referencing Marlena Dietrich or I'm going to be so upset. And then she did. And the Schiaparelli reference, and I didn't realize it until she started in her confessional talking about the lobster on her hat, and then I saw the lobster on her hat. I love this woman. Vampy is by far one of my favorite drag queens to ever be on Drag Race, because this is the kind of drag I want to do. Like, I have never in my life more so resonated with someone's exact point of view in drag as I have with Vampy. And it makes me so happy. I absolutely love Vampy. This look is incredible. I'm going to tell you all right now, this will be on my end of year list. Without a shadow of a doubt. This was my favorite look of the night. And I know there's a lot of great looks to come, but this was my favorite look of the night.
Fair.
Scores.
94.
92.
92.
Mugther. She's giving a Mugther. I'm too lazy to pull up the banner, but Mugther is my score. And for David, it's 100. Next up, she really is putting the stars in Mariana Stars.
I like this. I feel like the headpiece is incredible. It is truly the star. It's grand, like I want it to be. I enjoy it. It does kind of look like expensive party decorations, though. The headpiece. I do like the way that it was styled with like different size stars and different colors. It does elevate it a little bit more, and I think it was smart to use gold and black to kind of take a little bit away from that feeling, but just not a lot, but a little bit. The dress is beautiful and the cape is also beautiful. I just wish the black fabric was a different fabric that made it more glamorous, maybe black velvet. To maybe make it like also like heavier and more, I don't know. I feel like it would have looked more glam. But I do love this dress and I love the way that she accessorized, like especially this necklace. I love it. And also like mixing gold and silver. Love that as well. I don't think she had some hits and misses, but not a lot of misses. And this is a hit still.
Well, I think I like this quite a bit more than you do, River, because this
I
is.
still love it.
I still think I like it more than you do because this is my favorite look of the night.
Okay.
Personally, for me, and as I keep saying, might be my bias towards Mariana, but I don't know what it is about like the beautiful fringe that she has on the actual dress. Well, I don't even know if I would call it fringe, but like this actual dress, it's still super 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 beautiful. And the headpiece, to me, I didn't get like party decorations. I I just got
Like
like
New Year.
stars.
Like New Year's decorations. Not like
I'm still not getting it though. Like I'm seeing a very like expensive headpiece that I would see like a carnival. Like that's the kind of thing that I think I would see. I hope I'm saying it right, by the way, River. I don't know if I fucked it up.
just
But
switch the I for an A. You're good.
carnaval.
Carnaval.
Okay. I got confused, sorry. But yeah, this is
It
this
does give a
to-
little bit of that. I'll be fair.
it
Does.
gave me
Yes.
carnival, and so I was just like, I was living for it. The only thing I do agree with you is that I wish that the cape was a different fabric, because if it was like either like a more sparkly fabric or if it was a black velvet, it would have looked a lot better. But it's still a really really good look. I love everything about this. It's really well accessorized. I love it. Yes.
Yeah, I'm more with Eduardo. This was in my top 2 for the night. I really like this. I thought it was shiny, eye-catching. I liked it when she had the cape on. I liked it even more when that came off, and I saw this dress that just was popping out so much at me. You can't go wrong with black and gold. This was really good.
Well, I'm glad there's still a bit of disagreement amongst us, even though we all love this look. I am actually leaning a bit more towards River's side of things. I think she looks great. I think Mariana has set a very high caliber for herself, though, when it comes to the runway. And for me, this look is great. She looks absolutely incredible in this look. But when I've been seeing her walk down the runway in so many incredible high concept looks, the concept is not as high here. Now, I am happy she did a stars look. I am very happy she did it, and I will give her major props for that, because I would have been real upset if we had gone this whole season without her doing a stars look. But the other thing that really takes away from it for me, and I know this is a trivial thing, it's the band underneath her face. That just really, it throws me off. unfortunately.
Mm.
But otherwise, the garment is gorgeous. I would call that fringe on the gown, Eduardo. It is very fringe. It's kind of this like mismatched, kind of like weaved together fringe, which I really like that as well. I think we just saw that on something. I want to say it was Alyssa on Global. She had something like a similar fringe, and it was really good. Regardless, she looks great, but the standard for Mariana is high. So
Fair.
Scores.
Because I absolutely hated this look with all of my heart so much, I gave it a 92.
It's a full for me.
Perfect.
93.
Because I hated this look with every fiber of my being, I gave it also a 92.
Period.
I love when
We
we
love
disagree.
you,
and it's-
Mariana. We
Oh,
stand.
truly, Mariana, we love you. I love that the disagreement is, how much do we love this?
Yes.
Right. Very fabulous New Year's decoration. Expensive.
Speaking
Rich.
of fabulous and expensive, next up is Megui.
Girl. Rich. Pretty woman. Oh, I mean, I don't know if that was the reference, but it is. That's what I went to immediately. Even though it's not an exact reference, but like the feeling that she gave on the runway was very much that scene in Pretty Woman. I think it was like a mix of that and then Chanel, right? For me. But this is not a say something hat. This is a scream something hat. It is loud. I love how absurdly big and busy it is. And then the silhouette is just really great. Of like this the structured skirt and the structured blazer kind of really great. Love the hat bag that would never fit that hat in a million years. But I love that she still went with that as an accessory, period. I do wish that the skirt looked a little bit better when she was walking. That is the only thing that was bothering me. But in a picture, it looks incredible. Like in an editorial, this would be incredible. Moving, a few issues, but who cares?
I've never seen a wear something hat wear a say something hat. Like I didn't think that was possible. Yet Megui somehow managed to not only wear one say something hat, she managed a way to wear like 5 say something hats.
Right.
Absolute insanity. This is insane. And like Megui has very like it's very hit or miss for me when it comes to the runways. Half of the time it's not giving like really high fashion looks, and the other half of the time she's giving me this. So that's why this is high up there for me. I do agree with you, River. I wish this outfit walked a little bit better, because when it was moving, I could see it moving a little bit awkwardly. And if it wasn't for that, this would be absolute perfection. But because it works a little bit awkwardly, it does take me out of the fantasy just a little bit. Just like 1 point. Just 1 point away from being perfection. This is high up there for me. This is my second favorite of the night. This is just bitch. Damn.
She did that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, I guess our top 2 are just flipped Eduardo, because this was my favorite.
Fair.
I think this is one of the best looks I've ever seen on Drag Race España. Honestly, I was blown away by this. This is a fashionista. This is how you take like a really old school reference and give it a modern couture like lens. And I thought that was so cool. Like the whole shape of the body part and how it's kind of disconnected there. I thought that was so cool. And she's got the whole like hat on hat, like, and she was able to move in that. Like most people would be like, I can't hold my neck up, but like she made it seem seamless. I was so impressed with this. She went home in that.
She did.
Yeah.
She did.
Isn't it a bit like because I said Pretty Woman, Chanel, and a little bit Clueless?
My Fair Lady.
Clueless.
My Fair Lady, absolutely.
Yes.
I think it was
With the hat.
more supposed to be My Fair Lady and Pretty Woman than it was. Clueless, I'm only really getting because of the use of houndstooth.
Yeah.
But again, there's a lot of classic films that use houndstooth. David could probably go and, well, actually,
My
David
Fair
is
Lady is definitely
fabric
what I
very-
picked up on the most.
Yeah.
Mhm,
It was
mhm.
My Fair Lady and Pretty Woman were the two that I picked up on most. Yeah, this is absolutely incredible. Like, I don't really honestly need to say anything other than this is absolutely incredible. Scores.
98.
98.
98.
98.
How many of those were 98s before this, though?
Not mine. I was going to give her a 97.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm happy you changed it.
But I'll give her a 98.
Yeah.
Next up, La Niña Delantro.
This was my least favorite look of this runway, but I still like it. I still think with La Niña, I've consistently liked her concept more than her execution. So I really want to see her in a few years, like when she has time to elevate everything, because I feel like she has such great ideas, but is not able to execute it in the way that maybe she sees it in her head because of resources or time or whatever reason. But it's just the actual outfit is a bit simple, but I feel like the headpiece that is supposed to be the star is really great. And yeah, I just wanted her. I like this. I just wanted it to be pushed further and be like more extreme. That's all.
Yeah. Unfortunately for La Nina, this is a really cute look compared to gorgeous, incredible looks. Like, she is walking in a really pretty look, like compared to other women that are like walking in some of the best looks that we've seen this year. So unfortunately, this is my least favorite of the category, but this is still really cute. I still really enjoy a lot of it. I enjoy this headpiece with the hands that are giving me other mother hands. They're really creepy and I really enjoy it. I will say I'm not sure I like the fabric on the sleeves. I'm not sure if they go together with the leather. Uh, and I also feel like when she was revealing like the numbers of the 024, I couldn't really see the 0, which was a little bit unfortunate. So if it was just rolled up just a little bit better, it would have been like more visible and it would have worked a lot better. It's a little more simple than the rest of the looks, but it's still overall a cute look that I still am able to appreciate, and I really like her makeup here as well. So overall, pretty good. But as I said, like pretty compared to gorgeous, it's unfortunate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with you all. This is my least favorite look, but when all of my other scores are going to be in the 90s, that's not a bad thing. I really like the idea behind this. I really like the message behind this too. But yeah, the execution could have been a little bit better. Like the headpiece with the hands is really cool, but it makes me want to see her face. Like it's so obstructed there. Like I wish there was a moment where we could actually see her full face. But like the whole kind of straight jacket of it all, I thought that was really cool as well. So there's a lot to like about this. Just could have been developed a little bit better.
Literally what y'all said. I really honestly don't have any I love the concept the most. Like I appreciate her bringing light to a topic that is not always talked about, and especially not always talked about on Drag Race. So I do appreciate her bringing that to the forefront. I wish the headpiece was a little bit bigger, and I wish things were a bit more cohesive. But overall, it's not a bad look. So scores
80.
83.
84.
89. And last up, this dumb bitch named Le Cocó.
This whore. I love her, and I love this. When she came out, this movie has a very special place in my heart because it is attached to very nice, specific memories from my childhood. And it is and me learning English, period. So it is very special to me. And when I see it it's hard to reference. And it's hard to reference and make it look good. on top of it. And she did both very well. It's camp and it's glamour. Because this outfit, like, take the headpiece off, the outfit is so beautiful and like so well made. And then this dumb bitch, just proportion wise, like the size of it, I do wish that she could walk without having to hold it. That does take me out of it the tiniest bit. But I mean, come on, look at the material. This is so great.
Yeah, this is another of my favorites. This is just so good. And this is camp, and we really haven't seen Le Coco really do camp. And so when this walked out, I was really shocked because this was not something I was expecting. I was expecting like high glamour, feathers, glitter, and that's not what we got. And I really, really appreciated it. But she still looked gorgeous while doing it. This makeup is really good as well. I just love the darkness that like it really sinks in the eye, which is exactly what she's going for, and it works really well. The headpiece you can tell is heavy, which is fine. You know, she's able to work to like walk in. It's still pretty good. I don't mind that she had to hold it up. Like, I get it. I understand it. It's not that big of a deal breaker for me. My only slight critique is the cutout at the back. I wish it was like, I have like a little, like a thing for the cutouts. I understand why we chose to do it. However, I just wish we really went for it. Like, the cutout is just the tiniest bit too small for me. I wish it was just the tiniest bit bigger so that it looks
You
like.
just want to see her ass.
No, the thing
Right.
for it is the reasoning why for me is because it really like feels like too small, and it feels like it's just not accentuating her shape. And like, if you're gonna show off your ass, show off your ass. Like, really, just go for it. Might as well, right? So I don't
Maybe
want
the
this
shape
little
of the-
tiny.
Like
I
the
don't
shape
want-
of the cutout.
Yeah, maybe that's also a thing. I don't want this little tiny like keyhole of your ass. Might as well just show me your whole ass. Like, why not? Might as well. But that's like my slightest critique, and even then, I don't really care that much. This is still a really good look.
Mhm. River said this whore, and I think she would say, I'd rather be his whore than your wife. Titanic reference for those who haven't
Thank you,
seen it.
David.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really like this, and I tend to like Titanic references, like Peach, Scarlet Envy, and now this is in that group of looks that I really like that reference one of my favorite movies of all time. This was so clever, so camp, and that I agree with Eduardo. Like, seeing the person that's been such a fashionista, such like a Vogue model, and now she's showing a strong camp point of view here. I thought that was really, really like well done. Of course, there are little things like her holding it. There's a little bit of simplicity in the actual dress, but I don't really care much because it's just such a fun concept.
My only real critique with this is actually the dress itself. I did also find it a little simple, but when the category is headdress, I don't care necessarily what you're wearing. This completes the trifecta of Titanic reference looks on Drag Race. I don't need any more. I'm good. I don't need any more.
Yeah, and no one can do it this good.
No, like no one can do it as good as Le Coco, Peach, or Scarlet did.
Mhm.
They all did it incredible.
Mhm.
But yeah, this is wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Scars.
95.
96.
91.
93. And that is that on this, that, and all of the other things. So thank you for joining us for this surprisingly very quick episode of Look Over Here talking about these looks. If you've not checked out our episode recap, make sure to go do that. Subscribe, like, and share on the way out, and make sure to check out the description below where you can find all of our audio podcast links, our other YouTube channels, our Patreon, our social media, and where you can get your merch, including but not limited to cup, mug. And with all that being said, we are going to go ahead and get out of here. So cheers.
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 Go forth and do.